Yeah, once again, a little early. Well, a lot early. I don't really care. I do not care. And yes, I'm back in my old spot. And I don't care if there's a little friggin' white dot in my nose from the light reflecting off the Starship Enterprise, which is floating over my head. Or is that the sea view from Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea? I really don't know. Okay. Executive decision time with my executive pen. Yes, I'm going to sign the executive order in your presence. I'm going to begin uploading the songs for Diligence, probably ASAP. Just get them rolling. There's 40 of them. Get them up there. And I'll set the release date for probably the first full week of January. I don't know when January 1st hits, what day, but the first Monday of the first full week will be when it'll be out. Yes, is this straight? Because I always look afterwards, and I found shit, the beard's, and I want to reach in the picture and straighten the beard out, and be sure no dandruff is. Yeah, I'm fucking what? Sorry, I'm freaking 56, 7. I might as well be 57 already. It's gonna happen in March. Usually around this time of year, I think of myself as the next year older. It doesn't really matter. And I still get zits on occasion, and I have dandruff. Some things never end. All this campaigning a while ago, you don't hear too much of it now because they really burned out on it, I think. It gets better, to try to stop kids from killing themselves who are gay. It was totally directed at them more than anyone else, because I'll tell you something. It doesn't. Oh, some things change. Yeah. Once you're out of high school, generally depends where you go to college. So, alright, once you're completely out of school, high school and college, yes, it can potentially get better, but in what respect? What is getting better? Just every day mulling around? Whatever's in your head, or whatever with your body, if it's some condition, be it simple like dandruff, or something else not so simple, no, it doesn't get better. Very often it gets worse as you age. Especially psychological issues, OCD, bipolar, all that stuff. I knew that back before they called it bipolar or anything, just manic depression or depression. Friends of mine, we would talk psychology. Yes, I'm well-rounded. And it was just those kinds of problems get worse the older you get. They don't go away. You don't grow out of OCD. You don't grow out of depression. You don't one day wake up and you're not bipolar anymore. No. They just get worse. And the medications they give people, they just cover up. They mask things. And they're not helping you or anybody, for those of you on those sort of things. No, they're just taking the edge off. But then they make you dependent. It's an addictive thing, too. They don't talk about that very much, do they? They're always now it's the opiate, the big opiate thing. And they're blaming doctors, of all people, for over-prescribing pain meds. I'm like, no. It's not doctors giving prescriptions of Percocet. It's the fact that pot, which was the drug of the 70s, is so expensive that black tar heroin from Mexico is cheap. It's cheaper than pot. So kids are doing that. It's not because they had a sports injury and were on Oxy, and then suddenly, oh my God, I'm addicted. I gotta find something. No. That's not it at all. Maybe some cases. I can't say it's completely not it, but typically, I mean, it's wildfire. It is spread like all over the country because these cartels, I talked about them last time, are all over the country. They've gone everywhere, as far up as Michigan, border town to Canada. Sheriff, in an article about a year ago, said he has problems now with Mexican drug cartel, gangs in his town. All the way up to Michigan, that far up, it's over. We lost the drug war, or the war on drugs. We lost it. If they've infiltrated that far up from their border, all the way up to the other border, and they've gone east and west too, so it's over. And it's not because of doctors overprescribing Percocet. No. That's the excuse. It's the excuse politicians and those types of people are using, because the real reason is probably very, very hard to get these people out of the country now that they're here. Even good old Donald Trump has admitted that. Getting these illegal criminals out of the country isn't that easy. Do you understand that in counties, in certain states, probably illegal criminals, illegal aliens who've committed crimes are protected from immigration by local ordinances and so forth and so on. Now, isn't that stupid? But that's how these people maintain their presence in the country. Because we protect them. So no. All of you people who are crying over immigration, nothing's going to change. And it was never about regular immigration, it was illegal immigration. You've blurred the line, the liberal media blurred the line between immigration and illegal immigration. So anybody who talks anything against illegal immigrants, they're immediately a racist and a bigot and hate all immigrants. And then they bring up the Mayflower. Yeah, Jamestown, the Mayflower, that we're all, illegal immigrants. No, there was no country. There were no laws. Nothing was broken because there was nothing to break. So that's a bunch of poop right there. Anyway, poetry, bleh. I haven't gotten back to the book in a while. For me, it feels like a while. I fear I'm losing my Yes, and in addition to losing that, I fear I'm losing my objectivity. That it just seems there's too many good things in this book, and am I delusional? Or am I really? Was I really batting 1,000 in 1990, and I just was rattling them off? You'd think by then I'd been writing for 10 years. I mean, as an adult, and then writing since I was steadily since 14. So you figure maybe I was rocking. I mean, some I've had to do a little additional to give them an ending. When I finish, when I'm writing, I'm done. I mean, if it's 4 lines or it's 10 lines or 20 lines, however long it takes, to get the picture. Sometimes I find I didn't paint it well enough. I'm not communicating effectively, so I modify and I'll add a verse or I'll do something. So, all right. So yes, I am making. So I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm bored. I mean, what else is there to do? I've got 3 books out. Even with diligence, there's already all those songs with the exception of a couple. are all out there. Why am I bothering? What is the point of diligence? Just to keep my presence, to have a reason to make a couple more promotional videos so Paul Tait's name can, get around the world a few more times. I mean, what? I really don't know what the point is anymore. Since I've done it all. And the only one who cares is me. Honestly. Really. Like I said, I may have be known, in other countries and stuff, but people aren't like, I don't have a fan club I'm aware of anyway. I don't have anything. I know, I got my website, and under, the email, you can email me through the website, or hit under contact, you can write me in it. Nobody's ever really written me, no. Not really, they never have. What am I really? No one's written me a thing. Except people who, like other musicians that I've given that email address to. There is a separate email for the website. But no. So there's no, I'm out there. As Ed Daly said, you got it out there. Yes, it is out there. Finally, I published my poetry. I've got 3 books of it out. So what else? What am I doing other than just occupying my time? That's all I'm really doing is busy work. Because if I haven't made a mark, I'm not going to. And the fragility of it all is that if I think I've said this before, if the power grid goes crap or the internet goes, and there's no more technology, well, so what was the point then? The only existing hard copies are in those 3 safes, and who the hell's going to find them? Really? Out of all the rubble of our society, when it finally comes to that, who's going to find 3 safes that just so happen to have Paul Tait's writing and music? Well, you wouldn't be able to play the music without a CD player. So, but you'd have, and if assuming English survives, well, somebody might be able to read it, but that's it, and it would be by chance. So what am I doing? Well, why am I bothering with a 4th book? Why am I bothering with a 40-song anthology? Granted, there's some stuff I want to get out on there. See, I keep making counter arguments to giving up, to stopping. But what am I giving up? I'm not out there. Haven't been out there for 21 years. As far as publicly, like performing. I'm not out there in that respect. I'm not giving anything up. I gave up 21 years ago in believing that I was going to get some kind of break, or that I'd be signed to somebody, or I'd meet the right person at the right time, at the right place, at the right setting of the moon, at the right alignment of stars. Go ahead and make that happen.